We have an interesting poll. This is really so funny from Public Policy Polling about 20 different conspiracy theories where they ask people, give us your thoughts on which of these conspiracy theories do you believe to be true, and let's just analyze this. And it is pretty incredible. So let's look at some of these. We can put the graphic up for people, Natan. 37% of voters believe that global warming is a hoax. Okay, Republicans, of course, think that it is a hoax by a far larger margin. Only 11% of Democrats believe that global warming and climate change are a hoax. So let's rank these from high to low. 51% of respondents think that John F. Kennedy's death was a larger conspiracy than the official story. 44% Bush intentionally misled us on Iraq having weapons of mass destruction. 37% global warming is a hoax. 28% of respondents think that Saddam Hussein was involved in the 9/11 attacks. And also 28% think that the New World Order is real. 21% believe that a UFO crashed in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. 15% believe that Big Pharma invents diseases to make money. 14% believe in Bigfoot. 13% believe President Obama is literally the Antichrist. 11% of respondents believe that the government allowed 9/11 to happen. And here we get into some interesting ones. 9% believe that the government adds fluoride to water for sinister reasons. 7% of Americans believe that the moon landing was fake, and 6% of Americans believe that Osama bin Laden is still alive. Which of these, Lewis, is most surprising to you, either in how high or how low it is?
That's tough. So many of these are really shocking. I don't know. I don't know.
Natan, how about you?
Unfortunately, I'm not really surprised. In fact, I kind of like the fact that only 6% of people think bin Laden's still alive. I would have guessed higher.
I actually would have too. I'm surprised that it's that low because given the amount of play that type of theory gets in the media and on blogs in so many places, I would have thought more than 6% of Americans believe that Osama bin Laden still lives.
Yeah, I guess considering the rest of these numbers, that seems kind of low.
29% believe that aliens exist. Now, the thing is, if you include the entire universe, like does life exist anywhere in the universe other than on Earth? 98% or more of astronomers and biologists would agree with that. So is that really a conspiracy? But then if you're saying, do aliens exist and they've visited us on Earth and people have been abducted, that type of thing. Yeah. Exactly. So that, I guess, would be more conspiratorial. But it's kind of unclear from how the question is asked in the survey.
Right.
And then I'm trying to think what else I wanted to talk about. Well, the other thing is, how many of these do we believe are kind of media-driven conspiracies, and how many are money-driven conspiracies? And then are there any here that are just kind of misunderstandings? So, for example, Bush intentionally misled the U.S. on Iraq having weapons of mass destruction. That's not really a conspiracy. In other words, we kind of know that appears to be the case. We've had so many conversations and people testifying that they were kind of pushed into creating this narrative that nobody really thought that.
Even the man who was giving that narrative himself.
Even the man, Colin Powell, giving that narrative. So I guess I question whether that's really a conspiracy theory. It's interesting to see all of these ideas kind of in this one poll, but I don't know that I even agree with the characterization of some of these as conspiracies.
Yeah. I mean, let's just say we would leave some of these questions out or rephrase them.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. But in any case, very interesting stuff. That's Public Policy Polling. You can look at the entire text of the poll online, and I encourage you to do that because it is pretty interesting.